Okay, it's Canada Day if you're in Canada, and 4th of July is coming up for our US friends, and you're thinking about having a cheat meal. A cheat meal is only cheating you. That's what we're talking about here on the Morning Pause. Good morning. I am Tanya Gustafson, your board certified nutritionist, hormone coach, and behavior specialist, helping women take back control of their health, hormones, weight, and roll back those menopause symptoms the world keeps telling you you just have to accept, and you don't. So cheating just has such a negative connotation, right? Nobody wants to be called a cheater. Cheating on your spouse, cheating on, an exam, cheating on anything, cheating in a game. It's just regarded as something that's to be looked down on, right? Something that's shameful, something that is that brings guilt to you. So why would we call something like celebrating Canada Day at barbecue with friends? Today is Canada Day here. So happy Canada Day to all my Canadians watching, or say with 4th of July coming up in the United States, or for any other occasion for that matter, a birthday, an anniversary, when Christmas comes, Thanksgiving, all those things. Why would we want to put guilt and shame on something we're celebrating? Interesting, right? Well, that's what the whole diet world has conjured up for us forever. And so, they tell us you have to be good and then you can cheat once in a while. It's okay, And I'm not saying you cannot have those celebration meals. I call them celebration meals, or, going on off of your regular schedule or whatever, but not a cheat meal. You need to get away from that whole guilt mindset, because what that really does is it makes you think that you're doing something bad. And if you're celebrating with friends, if you're celebrating an anniversary with your spouse, if you're having a birthday party, how is that bad? Everyone's happy, you're enjoying the celebration. And what that usually gets us to do is to punish ourselves by not eating all day or for most of the day, or cutting our calories severely the next day in order to make up the calories that we will consume later in the day or did consume for the previous day, whatever. And all that does is cause, it can create disordered eating. It can create poor body image. But physically in your body, it messes with your body's physiology, with your metabolism, and it creates blood sugar instability, which then makes your hormones all go out of whack. So that's increasing the intensity in all of your menopause symptoms, and it's causing your body to store fat, something you're trying to avoid in the first place if you're trying to lose weight and you're counting your calories and you're on a diet and you're thinking this is a cheat meal anyway, right? That's what you were there to do, is to lose the weight. And here you are putting yourself in a position that's making you gain weight or store fat and burn the muscle. So even if you didn't gain weight, like a number, even if the number on the scale isn't moving, you're putting your body at risk for changing your body composition, because a pound is a pound, right? Like a pound of something and a pound of something else weighs equally on the scale, right? It's the way it's made up is not equal. So a pound of muscle, a pound of fat. They take up significantly different amounts of spaces, right? Way less than this. So they can weigh the same, but you can look entirely different, right? If you're the same weight and you have more muscle than you do fat, you are going to be a smaller person. But if you are operating on the cheat mindset, the deficit, the pulling out, the restricting, the punishing, then you're causing your body to do more of this than this. Okay? Plus which, when we do that on a repeat, so if you've been a chronic dieter and you say, well, this worked for me before. Did it really work if you have to go back and do it again? And it honestly doesn't really matter what the diet's called. It's just rebranded in a prettier package as the decades go on. So Atkins is now keto, and intermittent fasting is counting your calories and not eating before a certain time in the day. There's they call it either intermittent fasting now or time restricted eating, right? It's just put a different spin on it, a different name. It's just still the same crap, different pile. Let's put it that way. Because it's all crap. It's not serving you. And the weight that you gain or lose is not the same either. It might be the same amount, which in and of itself is not great. It's called weight cycling. You put the same 20 pounds on, you take the same 20 pounds off. Or you put the same 20 pounds on, you only take off 10 pounds this time. And the next time you put on 25. Because as you've done this multiple times, it gets harder and harder and harder. So you're saying, well, that's what happens when you get older. No, that's what happens when you do something on repeat that's damaging. This can happen to someone. Your metabolism can start slowing down in your late 20s, in your early 30s, or not till your 40s, 50s, or 60s, depending on how long you've been doing that thing that's not serving your body. I have a friend who's actually a personal trainer. She's actually a nutritionist now as well too, but she was doing such damaging behaviors for so long, like for her whole, late teens and into her early adult life, that she triggered perimenopause to kick in at the age of 29. 29! That's crazy. Because she had been doing all of these crazy diets, working out, doing the punishing type exercises or punishing type behaviors rather, and restricting herself and forcing her body to try and to be a certain size, a certain number on the scale. And all it was doing was messing up with her metabolism, her hormones, and it just caused a big, huge disruption in her body that triggered the perimenopause to come on early. So, you may be way past that if you're watching this, because it's closer to my demographic. However, that is information that you can pass on to your children, to your neighbor's kids, the teens in your life and things like that. And you can also take this to heart thinking, well, just because I'm a little bit older does not mean that it's not going to damage me if I keep doing these behaviors on repeat. It absolutely will. So it's not your age, it's the length of time you've been doing these things that are not serving your body, that are actually damaging your body. So we're not calling things cheat meals, because that just, promotes these damaging behaviors and the guilt and the shame, and then that perpetual cycle of, well, it doesn't work for me and I'm not worth it, and well, this didn't work, but maybe there's something over there, so I have to keep trying that over there. The dieting industry is a $150 billion industry, and they are relying on you to keep that money coming in. It's purported to rise to a $300 billion industry really quickly by 2030. Why is that? Because they don't work, but they're making you feel like it's your fault and that you chose the wrong one, or that you just couldn't do this one, or that just this one wasn't a good fit for you. And then they package it in a pretty bow somewhere else. And so then you need to go and you're going to go and try a different one over here next time. And that's more money in their pockets. If they knew what you know, because you're following here, that you can lose weight by using food to stabilize your blood sugar, roll back your hormones, roll back those menopause symptoms by balancing your hormones because you're stabilizing your blood sugar, which will bring down your internal inflammation, which will lower the intensity of all of those menopause symptoms. And then when you factor in working on healing your gut, which is exactly all these things that we do inside the Fit Menopause Method, that helps just really totally revamp your health. You lose weight, the cravings go down, the energy goes up, the sleep improves, the brain fog goes away, the digestion improves, the bloating is gone. So many things happen. Any autoimmune issues that are happening, they calm right down, because we're putting our body back into balance and we're allowing it to repair. We're giving it the nutrients it needs to put in there in order to do the work, to do the repair. You have to have supplies if you're going to do a job, correct? Your body's supplies are the nutrition that you put in it. If we're restricting, pulling back, not putting in, cutting calories, all the things, we don't have enough nutrients, enough tools, enough equipment, enough supplies to finish the job. And when we're shorting ourselves and then we're not sleeping, and sleep is disrupted, that's the time that your body actually does the job. So if you're not giving it enough time to do the job, you're not giving it enough tools and supplies to do the jobs don't get done. And then you feel like you've been hit by a truck most of the day, and you're struggling with the weight, because that's a survival mechanism. When we disrupt our body and put our body into massive stress like this, all it does is throw us into fight or flight, and your body perceives a famine is coming on, and it stores everything. So all of that because of cheat meals, right? All of that can happen because of cheat meals. But the cheat meals do really come from the whole dieting concept, right? You're good over here and you're cheating over here. Now, food is not good or bad. It either fuels your body or it fuels your soul. And you need both in your life in order to enjoy life, to be balanced, to celebrate. Because memories are made around the table. I've said this for, oh my gosh, I don't know even how long. But they are, right? Name me a celebration that does not involve food. I hear the Jeopardy music in my head, right? Like this, it's really, you're hard pressed to find one. I haven't had anyone come up with one. I've not been able to find one. Food is everywhere, and that's fine. We just need to know how to do it in a way that works for us. When you are in that position of wanting or needing to lose weight and to control some of those menopausal symptoms, you can absolutely do that, and you can still enjoy the celebrations. So today for Canada Day, 4th of July coming up, Thanksgiving in the fall, Christmas, all the ones that come after that, right? You can absolutely enjoy that. And then all the ones in between, the birthdays, the anniversaries, the graduations, all the wonderful celebrations that we attend. You need to be able to do that. You need to be able to enjoy it when you're there, not worrying about what the scale is going to say tomorrow and how hard I have to work out in the morning to counteract what I just did, right? No. That's not what we do here at the Fit Menopause Method. We teach you exactly the opposite and how to enjoy it. And honestly, you got to where you are by doing certain things, and doing the opposite of those is going to roll that back. All right, think about that. So, Fit Menopause Method, I'm so excited. We kicked off last night. Amazing group of women, super excited. They are getting started, and it's not too late. So if you are if this is making sense to you, if this is resonating with you, and you are struggling with the cheat mindset, and the diets that worked for you before, but they're like, why aren't they working now? I'm still doing the same thing. I haven't changed much. I'm just trying to be good, all the things, and nothing's working. Come check us out. You are going to be pleasantly surprised at how this can help you actually put your body in a place where it naturally releases stored fat, rolls back those menopause symptoms, and gets you feeling like you again really, really quickly. And the tools that you need and the support to carry that on for the rest of your life without it being weird and diety in your family. And yeah. So anyway, check it out. If that's something that is interesting to you, please check this out. Drop me down below and I will respond. We'll do a quick little call. You can ask me the questions, and we'll get you started too. All right, so share this out with other women, because so many women are struggling with the whole cheat mindset. And today's a holiday here, and food's going to be flowing, so everybody needs to know this. All right, so thank you for watching here today on the Morning Pause, because when you win the morning, you win the day. All right, see you back here tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys, and happy Canada Day.